Near Moy River Toll Plaza in KwaZulu-Natal is still closed following violent protests overnight. Motorists are being advised to avoid the area. Protesters blocked roads and torched trucks in parts of the province. They're calling for the release from prison of former President Jacob Zuma. Our senior reporter, Siphamandla Goke, is following that story for us, and he joins us once again from the Moy River Toll Plaza. Good morning once again, Siphamandla. So, of course, we saw all the torched trucks. We saw especially that one truck that had luxury vehicles that was torched. We are seeing the necessary officials, of course, cleaning up on the N3 Toll Plaza there in Moy River. Do we know from the police if there's going to be any arrest, if they're following this up, if there's any investigations? Because I would imagine this damage cannot go, unabated.
From yesterday's information, when my colleague Dasentatya interviewed Police Minister General Pegitele, there were 13 people that were arrested in North Coast, that's the northern part of KwaZulu-Natal. May I ask Bonga Mkhize to come with me? You mentioned those luxury cars. I want you to take a look at that shot now. Those cars are being removed from that truck. All of them were burnt. So for now, we understand that investigations are underway. We do not know how many people have been arrested because these protest actions have been happening in and around KwaZulu-Natal. So there is a number of areas that have been affected. They include Richards Bay, Mpangeni, Mandeni, as well as Umgababa, now Moy River. We understand that the N2 near Galeria Mall is also closed. So we do not know how many people have been arrested, but based on yesterday's information by Police Minister, at least 13 people were arrested in the north coast of KwaZulu-Natal. So it will be a very long day for the police, traffic authorities, and those who are clearing this N3 highway for now. But we understand that investigations are underway, and a number of units belonging to the SAPS have been put together, assembled here to look into this matter, because obviously it does not only threaten peace and stability in KwaZulu-Natal, but throughout the country. If you look at this highway, which has been blocked now, this is a strategic route. In the past, Transport Minister Fikile Mbalula, as well as President Premier Sihlezi Kalala, have described the torching of the trucks here, which was believed to be related to xenophobic attacks, as the economic sabotage.
Do we know if civilians, ordinary citizens, have been directly affected by this chaos that's happened at Moy River Toll Plaza?
Yes, indeed. Not only the locals around here, but motorists too, as we are turning to show you this cleaning up operation that is currently underway here. Yes, locals have been affected here because they cannot move. This is a very strategic link between three towns here in KwaZulu-Natal. Never mind that this freeway goes all the way to Gauteng and further or beyond. But if you want to go to Ladysmith, if you want to go to Escort, where former President Jacob Zuma is incarcerated, you use this route. So people from here have been affected. I can tell you that we have driven around the small town of Moy River, and I can tell you that a number of shops have been looted, including liquor outlets. They have been looted, including cellular phone shops and stores. So the entire town, hello, how are you, sir? The entire town of Moy River has been affected by this, and I can tell you that business owners are really struggling because their shops have been looted, and most of them will not open today because owners are not sure of what is currently happening, so they are playing it safe. It's really a chaotic situation here.
So is it safe to say that, of course, there are criminal elements that have absolutely nothing to do with the protests against the incarceration of the former president? There are a number of people there who are just solely there to do damage, to do looting, and of course to just be disruptive.
That is the case. This is chaos. This is anarchy. This is just pure criminality now. You know, people can protest. They have a right, a constitutionally guaranteed right to protest, to raise their grievances. But the burning of private property here, the sabotaging of the economy, this anarchy is unacceptable. And we have seen people looting. When we got here yesterday night, people were looting, helping themselves with a various number of products that were carried by these trucks that have been torched here. So criminal elements have taken over. But it's not something new when it comes to this toll plaza of Moy River on the N3. Almost every year trucks are torched here, but this time around it's believed that it's got to do with this shutdown protest in relation to the incarceration of the former president. But previously, criminal elements have used this strategic route because they know that there's nothing you can do to exit and enter KwaZulu-Natal without using the N3, except for the N2, of course. So in the past, trucks have been torched because people were complaining about foreign drivers saying they are taking their jobs. Every time there are reports about xenophobic attacks, people will just block this freeway, torch the trucks, loot and loot and loot. So it's been going on. The question to the law enforcement authorities is, how could they have not seen this? Police here on the scene say more than 25 trucks were set alight. Surely crime intelligence should have picked that one up, because these shutdowns had been happening in various parts of the province. Why was it not averted at least? That is the question.
That is definitely the question that hopefully authorities will be answering. Just before we let you go, Kawelam, do we know, you did mention that this cleanup operation will be happening for the better part of the day. I mean, they are cleaning up 25 trucks. At least it's not confirmed, though. Do we know exactly when? Have they given an indication exactly when this operation will be completed?
They are not really sure when it will be completed. I want to show you something, if we can, because what they do is every time they remove a truck, they tow away a truck, you will see that on the floor, on the tar, fire is still there. So we are told that once they've cleared all these trucks that are burnt, if we can try and get through that direction, so that we can show you more trucks that are burning. So we are told that once they are done clearing these trucks that are burnt, then they will need to assess the state and the status of the tar itself, whether it's safe for cars to use it to travel. So they are anticipating that for the better part of the day it will remain closed. But also, even if and when they open it, I can tell you that it will not be easier for traffic to start flowing, because it's backed up all the way from Howick, which is about 20 kilometers. So you can imagine how many trucks are stuck there, how many cars are stuck there. So it will take the better part of the day to have this cleared, and we do not have anything official for now, as we are trying to move away from this spot so that they can tow this truck away. So we will only know how long it will take once at least they are done with moving these burnt trucks.
All right, Mfoka Koke, we'll leave it there for now. We'll definitely be catching up with you throughout the course of the day, as, of course, we try and find out exactly when that cleanup operation will be completed and what it is the authorities in KwaZulu-Natal will be doing about the chaos that has erupted there. That is our senior reporter, Siphamandla Koke, coming to us from Mdeni, KwaZulu-Natal.